Hey everyone, welcome to my legendary speedrun guide for Sierra 117 on Halo 3 for legendary. This is a part-time guide. Will get you the easiest route to getting the part-time achievement. What you want to do, you want to follow what I'm doing throughout this whole level. I'm going to be showing you some cool speedrun tricks and some cool jump tricks to help you get past all of the enemies in this level with ease. Now with that being said, it is quite a tricky level, so I do die twice in this video actually, but they're very quick deaths. Like I die and spawn on a checkpoint, which is literally 2 seconds behind. So very quick deaths in this video. It's quite tricky. There's a lot of luck based sections, but I'm going to be showing you the best way to get through the level quickly on legendary. So starting off, you want to steamroll ahead, just follow the path I did to get through that area quick as possible. Then we're going to do a nice little jump trick here. You want to jump at this rock, no crouches. You want to just jump and then spam the jump button as I'm doing here. No crouch. Then when you get up to the top, you want to crouch jump onto that rock. It's kind of tricky. Jump onto this tree, jump down to the rock, and then we should have skipped the load zone for this area, which means none of the enemies will spawn in as we jumped over the barrier. There will be these free grunts here. Take them out. I like to pick up a plasma pistol. You don't have to, but I would advise picking up the plasma pistol there actually, yeah. So we've skipped this area pretty much. Don't have to fight any of these guys, which saves a ton of time, and it's just so much easier to deal with. Rather than fighting everything, we can just run straight through. Now there's another trick coming up in this little bit, or in this next section. It's quite luck based. There's a lot of grunts, a lot of jackals with carbines, but I'm going to show you the best route to jump through this area. So we jump down here. There's a little slide jump you can do off a rock here, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to take the easy route. We're going to complete this level in just under 8 minutes, or it could be a lot faster with an optional trick that I will show you later on, which is why this video is a little bit longer, because I'm going to be showing you some different routes you can take. So there you want to pick up the carbine, follow this path I do here. Now normally you're going to have to start running and gunning, like take out a couple of the grunts so they don't kill you straight away. Crouch jump onto that pipe and then crouch jump up to there. Take out that carbine jackal as quickly as you can. That is quite luck based, but you do get a checkpoint just before. You should get a checkpoint here under specific circumstances. I'm not going to explain them, but there's a little cut there because someone left my Xbox party. We're going to crouch jump up that thing, up the wall to get up to here. Now this is a pretty tough section. You normally want to plasma pistol overcharge the brute, and then carbine him, and then pick up his bubble shield and his brute shot. He doesn't always drop a bubble shield, but he will always drop a brute shot. Now you want to try and copy what I did there as best you can. Ignore the 2 jackals that come across first, and that should get you through that section. It's quite luck based, but you do get a checkpoint again. Now there I just skipped a Cortana cutscene because I jumped onto the side of the rock, and then I done like a crouch boost jump, and I shot the brute shot to propel me over the Cortana cutscene. You don't have to do that, but it does save a few seconds. Now here I swapped the brute shot for the battle rifle, and then if you didn't get a bubble shield from the brute in the earlier section, you want to make sure you kill. There's 2 brutes down here, and one of them should drop a bubble shield. So kill them until you get his bubble shield, and you should be good to go for the later sections. You 100% need a bubble shield, and you need to also spare your grenades. So make sure you didn't use your grenades early on in the mission. If you did use them, you can use the brute shot to do the trick I'm about to do. But we're just going to jump in the water, and then we're going to nade jump out of the water onto the side of the dam, and that will skip all the enemies doing that in that section. You'll notice I took out 2 of the jackal snipers that were on the rocks over the water. You want to make sure they do that because they're beam rifle jackals, otherwise they will kill you. So just follow. I'm going pretty quick. I'm struggling to keep up, but just you want to follow what I do as best you can. If there's anything you miss out or you can't do because it's a bit tricky, then let me know down in the comments, and I'll try my best to explain it. Now we're in the jackal sniper forest, and here I just use my battle rifle best I can. They're normally in similar spots, all the jackals. So if you just look where I do in the video, you should see all the spots there is jackals. That is my second and final death of this level. You can see I died and literally spawned right behind where I died, which is kind of lucky. Now you've taken out all the jackals. We're going to go to the hardest trick in this level. I will leave a link to a video down in the description of how to do this trick a lot more easier. But what we're going to do is we're going to jump up the wall, throw a grenade at our feet, crouch jump boost over the gap with the grenade, and throw a bubble shield in midair so that we survive. That is really tricky to do. I will leave a link to a video down in the description. If you can't do that, you're going to have to fight all the enemies in this area. It is really tricky to do that trick, so I would recommend going into easy mode and practicing it. Make sure you throw the bubble shield or you will die, which is why we needed to pick it up earlier. Then we're going to run through here and activate the next sequence. Make sure you don't run through here too quick if you're really fast. Make sure Johnson and the other Marine despawns before you run into this area, otherwise you'll bug out the game and you won't be able to finish the level. Now in this area, this is pretty tough as well, it's a bit luck based. What we're going to do, we're going to run here, make sure you jump where I do in this like little tunnel, otherwise the beam rifle jackal will snipe you. Now there's two ways this can go. You can either jump up the top, or you can fight all of these brutes and just slay them out down here as best you can. It's pretty tough, but normally the chieftain comes charging at you with these two other brutes, so I like to overcharge him and then take out the two carbine ones, and then you need to bait the chieftain so you can backsmack him, or you can overcharge him and take him out with the carbine. It shouldn't be too hard to do. If not, you can actually jump up the side, go through the middle and head down the back alleyway, but I feel like that's a lot more random as you can get pinned down the back a lot easier. So I like to bait the chieftain in, take him out and pick up his invincibility, and we're going to use the invincibility to get to Johnson and deactivate the thing. Now I'm going to be showing you an optional trick which you can do in just a moment. It saves a ton of time as you don't have to wait for Hocus to take out the phantoms. But essentially what you're going to do, you're going to hide in Johnson's little prison and you're going to take out as many enemies as quickly as you can. Johnson was just standing there not doing anything, so I had to give him a little nudge. You want to just take out the enemies as safely and as quickly as you can while the phantoms are coming in. They will drop two or a couple waves of enemies from both phantoms. So we're just going to use the hammer and the carbines. There's a lot of carbines in this room. If you're going to do the optional trick which I was talking about, make sure you save the grenade from earlier. I forgot to save one in my run, so I didn't do the trick, but that's okay because I went back and did it again. So I'm going to show you both routes that you can use at the end of this level. So you're just going to see me hiding in here, taking out enemies pretty slowly. It could have been a lot faster. It could have been even faster if I would have done the trick in my run, and I will show you that in just a few seconds. It's a pretty simple nade jump and gravity hammer boost to get to the pelican a little bit earlier. I'll explain it when it comes. It's now coming up. So this is it right here. We're going to jump onto this little ledge. I've done this on easy, so it's a bit trickier on legendary. What we're going to do is Johnson should say Hocus, phantoms, and then they'll come in, and you want to wait until they get into the spot, and you want to throw a grenade against that box and then jump backwards and boost yourself with the hammer. Practice that on easy, I'd recommend, as that is pretty tricky too. If you can't do that on legendary, I would recommend trying doing it because it's not too hard. You might take you a few tries, but you should get a checkpoint, so you could be able to try that over and over again. That saves you from having to fight all of these enemies, but if you're quick enough, you should be alright. Here you clear out the rest of the enemies, head to where Hocus is coming in, and you're just going to jump in. Be careful of that beam rifle jackal. He's normally hiding. He comes out at the end of the level. Then we're just going to jump in and end the level in just under 8 minutes, or it could have been a lot faster if you used the other tricks, or were a lot faster than me. And yeah, there we go, just under 8 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry I was a bit late with these Halo 3 tutorials, but you know, it is what it is.